Welcome. We're glad that you can join us today for the NTTV News at noon. I'm Jason Snider from the University of North Texas in Denton. It's such a beautiful day today in Denton, a much needed break with all the rain and cloudy weather we've had the last couple of weeks. I can't complain about the heat today, I'm just glad to see the sun. Today's top stories in Denton we're focusing on. UNT Dodgeball is hosting their second tournament ever and will be talking about their expectations going forward. Then the campus carry and what campus officers feel about the new law. But first, are you looking to join a sports club? Well, we have a club that could be the answer for you. Let's take a quick look. This is the Ken Bonson Gymnasium at the University of North Texas, where the UNT dodgeball team practices. The dodgeball team practices every Friday from 7 to 8:30 p.m., just dodging some balls and listening to music. They use these practices to help compete in NCDA games, semi-professional games, and charity tournaments. This is just one of the many sports clubs North Texas has to offer and give students a chance to go out and compete and enjoy themselves. We'll be back in 30 seconds for our exclusive interview with Adam Hayes. Thank you, Adam, for sitting down with us, and just wanted to interview you, get you answer a few questions for us.
All right.
So, what made you decide to be a film media arts major?
All right. I guess it would have to be from my parents. They were pretty lenient on everything I watched back then, so I got to basically watch whatever, and that basically started my love for movies, and it all came from my mom introducing me to all sorts of movies she liked. Sorry, paper's blown away.
That's all good.
That's kind of how it started, and I just was really interested in that ever since then.
Okay, so obviously you like films and stuff. What are some films that you enjoy or kind of make you feel inspired to want to kind of make your own someday?
Ooh. I don't know if I ever want to make my own film. I mean, I like writing and stuff like that, but as far as like directing and being like in charge of everything, I don't think that would be my cup of tea. But some films, I mean, I'm a big like Batman nerd, so I love the Dark Knight trilogy. That's something that that's to me the apex of superhero movies. And then, but I think the greatest movie ever made is the first Godfather. I think that movie is like perfection from like all the aspects and elements of filmmaking down. I think it's the greatest movie ever.
That's a pretty good one. I'd like to say Con Air is the best movie ever.
Oh,
but
yeah, Con
no.
Air. Yeah. Put the bunny
oh, yeah.
in the box.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage for life.
So basically, I mean, you have a certain style that you like. I mean, what's your kind of style? Who's your favorite actor? I know you said Batman, but as far as movies go, what's the style for you?
Most of the time I usually go towards like darker movies, I guess, darker in tone. Like, of course I like lighthearted and fun movies, but the reason why I like the Batman movies so much is they're pretty practical, down to earth. There's funny moments in it, but it's mainly serious throughout, and so I usually like movies that are a little bit more serious and darker. But I guess my favorite actor is probably Christian Bale, because he was Bruce Wayne. But other than that, he's also a great actor too, outside of being Batman. So.
Yeah. So do you play any video games or anything else, computer games, stuff like that?
Yes, I play a lot of video games. Usually whenever I'm not hanging out with my girlfriend or with my parents, I'll just be playing video games.
What kind of console do you have?
I have an Xbox One.
Okay.
I honestly think, I'm going to say this on camera, I think the PlayStation is a better system overall.
Really?
Yes, I think they're smarter. I mean, how come Xbox didn't build a backwards compatibility in whenever they first made the Xbox One is like incredibly stupid to me. And how they built in a Kinect in the Xbox One. I mean, no one wants that.
No,
I mean,
no.
The Kinect is horrible.
Oh, yeah.
If you want a motion game, just get a Wii. But I mean, I just love the Xbox, and I'm used to the console, the controls, so that's why I didn't switch over. And I mean, it's not that big of a difference, but I just love it, and I love action games more so than sports games. Zombie games, I'm a sucker for.
Some Call of Duty Zombies?
Yes,
that
yes. And Left 4 Dead. I love Left 4 Dead. It's like a guilty pleasure.
Oh,
it's not a great game, but I mean, like, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a good game. It's a good game to have, like, with multiplayers and just play with people. And then love the Arkham games. The Batman games are amazing. And right now I've been playing on and off Sleeping Dogs, which is a game that came out on the 360 that is you can play an undercover cop and you just know karate and it's awesome. I just love it.
What's the first system you ever bought, or first system that you got into gaming with?
The first system I ever got would have been the Nintendo 64.
Oh yeah, that was a classic. Those things don't break.
Yes, I know. And you had whenever you had to like get the games going, and you had to blow on them, and then you had to just put it in the system and just smack the crap out of it to get the game going. But then there was that one, and then that was also the game system where it's like the only game system where my dad's ever actually played video games with me. And like GoldenEye, Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time. I haven't played I think it's Beast of the Wild is the new Zelda game, which I've heard great things about, but the Legend of Zelda to me is still the greatest game I think I've ever played.
Okay.
It's a ton of fun.
Well, I appreciate you sitting down with us and giving us your time. And
yes.
Hopefully we can interview you again, or maybe one of your other patrons sometime.
I know, right? That was great.
Thanks, sir.
Oh, there goes my paper.
We are back, and now let's take a look at what the UNT Campus Police thinks of the Campus Carry Bill. Campus carry was put into effect on August 1st, and this gives students and professors the ability to carry a gun on campus as long as they have the proper licensing to do so. This can create interesting and difficult situations for officers on campus. This unique bill has put officers in an interesting situation. It has led me to ponder these questions. How does this affect the day-to-day operations for these officers? Does this make their jobs easier or harder? And the most important question, what is their view on the bill itself? Luckily, I got to sit down with Corporal Kevin Crawford and get his views on the bill itself.
Well, as I kind of mentioned, after I did my research, any concerns, worries I had going forward pretty much went away. I would say as a police officer, the only thing that we've kind of have discussed, and it's important that we get the message out, is like if there was to be an active shooter situation, the fear that we would have is like if we're responding to an active shooter situation, we're not going to always be able to differentiate with who's friend or foe in the heat of that moment. So our only concern going forward at this point for me is, if that situation was to occur, would the licensed to carry holders understand the importance of making sure that when we get there, they don't have a gun in their hands. Everybody we encounter, we anticipate they probably potentially have a weapon anyways. Even if it's the friendliest looking person, if they start sticking their hands in their pockets, our first thought is are they potentially going for some kind of a weapon? So we think that way about everybody we contact, so that way you kind of plan for the worst and always hope for the best. I recognize that the fear that I felt when it first was passed, or the concern I should say, was an emotional response based on the fact that I heard the words guns and campus. It was not based on any of the research I could find. I did not find one single thing that suggested campus carry equaled danger for the community.
Campus police will now have other concerns going forward, but the most important view is the student's view. That was great insight from the UNT officers on this bill. Next, we will take a look into sports, a story about the UNT men's volleyball team, NHL playoff news, and talking about the UNT men's dodgeball tournament. First, though, we'll be looking into the forecast for the upcoming weather in Denton and around the area as well. But first, we're going to take a quick break. We're back on NTTV, and we'll be sending it to our weatherman, Jason Snider, with the local Denton weather. Take a look. All right, I'm Jason Snider, and this is your weather update. It's going to be mostly cloudy tonight, as we've had a few scattered showers throughout the day, and we'll probably have some more scattered showers throughout the night. And for the week, it's going to be in the highs around the lower 70s, the lower 80s throughout the week, just kind of shifting through. And then we're going to be in the lower 50s and lower 60s, just kind of give or take on some of those nights. And it's going to be mostly storming through the week, so if you're going to want to be sitting out by the pool, then probably want to wait till next week. But I am Jason Snider with your weather update. Thank you, Jason, with the weather update. And remember to have those raincoats ready for the weekend. Next up, we'll switch to the sports world with UNT men's volleyball and the NHL playoffs. This is NTTV News at Noon, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to NTTV News, and now we switch to sports. The UNT men's volleyball team had a very good season, and we take a look into their accomplishments for the season.
The 2016-2017 UNT men's volleyball team has been practicing all year for nationals. They had played in 5 tournaments already this season, winning 4 of the 5 and finishing second in the other. This is a really strong showing for the UNT men's volleyball team as they're looking to get into nationals and finish in the top 3. Now this is a good start for them as this will be the highest seeding they'll ever be going into nationals and an opportunity to get to the semifinals, which they missed out on last season.
What a great season by the men's volleyball team, and we wish them great success going forward. Now let's switch to some hockey. The NHL playoffs are in full swing, and there are already great series being played. The young Oilers have taken a 2-1 series lead over the Anaheim Ducks. The Nashville Predators are leading the series against the St. Louis Blues 2-1, and the Ottawa Senators are leading the New York Rangers 2-0. The big rivalry with Washington Capitals and the Pittsburgh Penguins is heating up fast as the Penguins lead this series 2-1. We're going to take one final break, but when we come back, we will be taking a live look at the UNT dodgeball team's practice where they prepare for their upcoming tournament. We're back with NTTV News, and for our final story, we're going to take a look at the UNT dodgeball team and their upcoming tournament. Let's see what the team is up to.
The UNT dodgeball team will be playing their second ever tournament at UNT on April 22nd at the Ken Bonson Gymnasium. Co-President Michael Canan talks about the teams that are coming to play, as well as what he expects from the tournament itself.
Northwestern State University of Louisiana, and hopefully the Georgia teams will come down here, like Georgia Southern and Georgia Northern. Hopefully they show up. Hopefully we have some good games. We can get some more people interested in coming to dodgeball, bring a crowd out, and hopefully get more teams in Texas interested, because by more I mean more than us.
This is one of the youngest groups that the UNT dodgeball team has had in a while, and with new co-presidents taking over next year, Israel Brown talks about his expectations for the club going into next year.
Try to get more tournaments, more outside tournaments, even if we have to go play. If we can play the semi-pro tournaments, go play some of those. Just get out and play more tournaments in general.
Just remember your 5 Ds of dodgeball: dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. And you can do this every Friday at the Ken Bonson Gymnasium at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. with the UNT dodgeball team. It's completely free, and every student is welcome to come and join. We wish the dodgeball team the best of luck in their upcoming tournament. That's going to be it for us on NTV News at noon. Be sure to tune in for the NTTV News at 6 for more breaking stories around the Denton area. I'm Jason Snider. Thank you for tuning in for the NTTV News at noon.